Hello friends, how are you? This is yet another chart of Cancer Ascendant native or the what we call Makar Rashi, Makar Lagna, and this is a typical chart where Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu become the malefic planets, and the most malefic planet is Saturn in this case. Saturn is placed in Aries, it's debilitated, and Jupiter is also placed in Aries, but Jupiter is weak degree wise, and Jupiter is not conjunct with Saturn. That's a blessing for the native. But when the native took my consultation, consulted me, he was facing from chronic headache. He was facing from pain in heart, isn't it? And it happened majorly during the main period of Saturn. Although Saturn is debilitated, but degree wise Saturn is strong, and Sun, Ketu, and Mercury are in conjunction. But this conjunction is not defined scientifically, as I have mentioned in many of the charts. Now, the issue is that we have to see the strength of Moon in this case, because Moon is the ascendant lord, and the strength of Moon is that Moon is nicely placed. It is the ascendant lord. Its placement is in one of the Kendra houses, the fourth house, and the lord of Moon in this case becomes Venus. Venus is badly placed. Venus is placed in the house of diseases, in the sixth house, which is not a good placement, and the lord of Venus becomes Jupiter in this case, and the Jupiter is placed in the sign of Aries, and the lord of Jupiter becomes Mars in this case, and Mars is placed in the 12th house. This is the challenge of the chart, and Mars is placed in the 12th house, but the lord of Mars becomes the Saturn again, and Saturn is placed in the 10th house. That's the house of 10th house of profession, and the Saturn's lord is in this case is Mars. So 8th house and 10th house is directly linked. There is a direct connection between the 10th house and the 8th house. Now, as I have mentioned, that we need to see the strengths and weaknesses of the horoscope and the quantitative strength and quantitative weakness. So far as the Navansh is concerned, we won't see the Navansh case in this, because the natal chart and the birth chart is itself caught among the afflictions. There are weak planetary weaknesses, there are afflictions, and most of the planets, that's Venus, Mars, isn't it? These two planets, these are not well placed, these are badly placed in the chart. So that creates a problem for the native. So far as the so far as his health is concerned, and other related issue as well. So Mercury in this case is also combust, but in the case of scientific Jyotish, what we say, when combustion is due to the benefic planet, that combustion does not create much problem to the native. So here the combustion is a problem, mental problems and nervous system problems. The native is not able to take decisions and initiatives in life, because Mercury is in combustion due to Sun, and Ketu is not giving any affliction in the chart. That is the blessing for the native. But Jupiter, being malefic, that is giving affliction in the chart, that is influencing the 12th the 10th house, that is influencing the second house, and that is influencing 4th house by its aspect. So that is a major challenge for the native. So the main issue that the native has been facing, that the uncontrolled obesity and chronic headache. The headache is due to the disturbance of Moon. The Moon is getting disturbed due to the most malefic planet, that's Saturn, isn't it? So the native was advised, although the native had undergone many medical treatments, but all in vain, all in absurdity. As I say, that the medical health depends on the astrology first. Then it need to be then one is needed to consult doctors. Firstly and fundamentally, the problem in health issues, problem in your health is visible in your birth chart. So the native was advised to strengthen moon in this case, and he was given other recommendations. Other two planets were also strengthened, basically and primarily moon was strengthened because being the ascendant lord and the afflicted, and the charities for Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter and Saturn were also recommended. And when the native used gemstones for the weak and afflicted planets, the headache got vanished, and now he is living a normal life. There is no headache, and the level of obesity that's also has also massively and substantially decreased. So this is the role and scope of medical astrology, and this is the case regarding the chronic headache. So this is all about this case. Thank you.